questions for Mason and Isaiah?
Yeah, Mason, you were 1 of 9 last game. Today you hit a 3 like 50-something seconds in. Did you kind of feel like, hey, I'm going to be a lot better? And just what's your reaction to scoring 41?
Well, I'm just glad we was able to bounce back and get the win. But it was good to see that my energy was good. It was good to see that my energy led the way and started off early, so to let them know that I'm here and I'm ready to set the tone. So I knew when I set the tone good, the team gonna follow, and that's just vice versa. When Zay come out going crazy, I'm gonna follow him because that's what leaders do. And when I made 1 and Zay came back with 2 back-to-back, I was like, okay, we here. And we just led that to defense. We started off with defense. Coach Must said, let the defense make your offense. And we came out with steals after steals on the defensive end. We gave up a couple easy points, but otherwise we did real good.
Mason, what's up? You missed a free throw at the end. You know, what's up with that? You were getting a lot of points, not just on 3-pointers, but on slashing drives to the lane. Talk about kind of your well-rounded game like that, and when do you know when to take it in like that, or when do you know when to set back and look for the perimeter shot?
That free throw, that kind of hurt, I pride myself on not missing free throws, so when that happened, I was very hurt. But to answer your other question, to be honest, it's just the feel of the game. They was coming up first, so I wanted to slash to get them off me, let them know to respect my 3. And having Zay and Desi and 5 out there to create for me, and for me to be able to knock some shots down today was good to see. And for us to get back on track and have a good bounce-back game was good to see too also.
Hey, Mason, did you know you were getting close to 40 and just kind of what does it feel like to score 40? I assume did you ever do that in high school or anywhere?
High school Mace, that was fat Mace. He ain't do a lot. But yeah, I didn't really know I was getting to 40 until some of my teammates was coming up to me, and to be honest, I was just happy that we had a good bounce back game. But it was also proud to see all my teammates having fun out there and seeing the crowd get it, just having so much fun with us. As you can see, we feed off the crowd, and the crowd was so good today, and you can see the energy out there.
You obviously had a real good game too. What did you think of Mason's game and him getting 40 and bouncing back from after going 1 of 9?
Oh, yeah, I felt like Mason had a great game tonight. He did a great job of finding his own shots. We did a great job of finding them too. Any great player like Mason Jones can go off for a 40-point game, and it's just always good whenever that happens because he was able to get the crowd into the game. He was able to get every other teammate energy, so we fed off of him, and that was great for our win, our success in this game because we did need this bounce back game. We had a pretty bad game, as y'all know, last game, but we didn't really settle on it too bad because we knew bad games would happen eventually. We just had to learn how to bounce back from it, and so we had a great week of practice. We were all focused, and as you can tell, it showed in the game, especially Mason's performance.
You guys used a 20-3 run to jump up by 16, 8 minutes into the game, and you went 5 of 7 from 3. Zay, you were 3 of 4. You guys have struggled some from behind that line this year. How big was that, and how did that happen for you in this game? How did you get in that flow that quickly?
It was big because we're a team known for making shots. We're going to take a lot and we're going to make the majority of them. And today was one of those days where they were going down. Everybody's shot felt great. Desi knocked down a couple. Me and Mason got hot for a little bit. But we know when we get going. It's going to be tough for the team because we're known for taking a lot of shots. We're going to make the 3-ball and we're going to take it.
Follow up to Mason, you guys, they cut it to 9. I think it was a 10-point lead, and you scored 10 in a row. What was going through your mind right then? And was that like a takeover stretch, or getting it in the flow, or what was your mindset?
To be honest, it was Desi. Desi said, Mace, look at the score. It's time. It's like you relaxing. It's like you being content. So he told me to go out there and make a play, and I just wanted to do what my teammates asked me to do. That's me. People say people don't see the outside Mace, but I'm real goofy, and I just love to see my teammates happy. And for me to hear them tell me to take over, it's just another click in my head. It's like, okay, they need me. And for me, I just want to see all my teammates have good success. That's why some people get mad at me for passing up open shots, but me, I want to see more of my teammates' success than me. So as long as my teammates are happy, I'm happy.
You both had 3 steals in that first half. Just kind of what opened things up defensively for you all where you were able to force the turnovers?
To be honest, for me, I had to play defense this game because Coach coming on Monday, Coach Musk got on me about defense. He said, Mace, this was your worst defensive game of the year, and I took that personal. I said, Coach Musk, I'm sorry. And I wanted to show Coach Musk that I could play D. And I know I could play D, so I didn't want that over my head. So I feel like I made everybody proud today, and I feel like we let the defense make our offense today.
Isaiah, having a week off between games, between the last game and this game, how much does that recharge you guys to get to come back in the gym, maybe take a little bit of a breath and kind of recharge and have a little more time to focus? And, of course, you'll get the same thing again this week. So how nice is that for you guys?
I mean, it's great because, the more time, the better. You get a longer time to figure out new sets, work on all the mistakes that you may have made in the last game so that you can capitalize on them. Gave us a lot of time to go over scouting so we'll know every player. Having a week off gives our body time to recuperate, get as much treatment as possible, and just get a lot of focus, get a lot of shots up, work on our game for that week. The only thing we should be doing during that week is getting better, and that's what we did.
Do you feel like that helped you a lot today, kind of maybe hitting those first 3 shots, maybe your legs were a little bit fresher?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, everything plays a part of basketball, what you do on and off the court, how we took the last week. We monitored our practice in the manner that we needed to come out and perform.
Mason, that shot at the end of the half, how far out do you think that was? And could you just kind of describe the play? Eric said he thought you got fouled on top of it.
I'm still bleeding. I'm still bleeding up my knee. But, Coach Musk just called a drop. Drop is you run to my man, run in front of him, and just drop behind. So when I heard that, I was like, okay, Mace, let's see how this goes. And I went up, and it went up, and then I looked down, and it went in. I was like, okay, God, thank you.
I think maybe you have some zone principles, but Eric said you're strictly, you play man-to-man. That's pretty much what y'all do. I know under Coach Anderson you guys would switch around sometimes. A lot of teams do that. What do you think about how good a man-to-man team have you guys become, and just what do you think of your all's defensive performance? And do you like the fact that you just, you perfect the man-to-man?
Yes, Coach Musk has a great man-to-man system. He came from the league, and they really don't run any zone in the league. So he put together a great man-to-man defensive system where everywhere on the court we're helping. Whenever our smaller bigs are fronting the other bigs, we're helping on the backside a lot. We have multiple ball screen coverages. I mean, and he does a real good job of utilizing it during the situation.
Mason, you mind answering that too?
Oh, Coach Musk, it's just know he coming from an NBA background. All he knows is man-to-man. He let us know the first day he came in, we don't run no zone, all man-to-man. So hearing that is either you get in or you out. And when you hear that, it's time to lock in on the defense end. And it's a one-on-one. You're on the island, but it's team defense at the end of the day. And we really just bought in, and you can see it on the court. Sometimes we have our little plays and our little mistakes, but other than that, you can see the team defense, you can see all the help, and you can see the more talking that we're doing as a team. So it's good to see that, and it's good to see that we are buying in.
Yeah, Musk doesn't call many timeouts, but is that kind of one of those things that when he does, you better listen?
Coach Musk, I mean, he's not a. If he calls a timeout, it's probably because we've been doing something really, really wrong. Because he does not like to call timeouts. He likes to be able to know that he's going to have them at the end of the game and things of that sort. So I mean, we're in such a great shape. Having the media timeouts and the other team calling timeouts, that's really all we need. So that's why we're always working on our conditioning and things like this long week of practice. We still continue to work on our conditioning so we'd be ready for things like that because we know he doesn't like to call timeouts.
Hey, Mace, it's too easy. You said that a lot in the second half. When do you find the confidence to be able to take over a game like that, like you did today?
When people start talking trash. So it was just a different type of vibe today in the game. They called us out. They came to our locker room talking trash, running through it. So, it was just a different type of energy from the jump. And we wanted to set the tone. They said they'd come here to be a role killer. And I respect that and all, but, you got to show us a little respect. And we felt like we wasn't getting respected. So we all took it in upon our hands to just be like, come out ready to play, show energy. And having Coach Musk lead the charge and show us like, okay, he ready. it only forced us to get ready. So his energy today was amazing. The coaching staff energy was amazing. It was just different because, we wanted to have a bounce-back game. That was the 2 words we heard every day, bounce back.
How much did you need that?
Oh, I needed it bad because, I'm a hard player on myself. You guys say, like, I hold stuff to because I know I don't like to let people down. And I feel like I let myself down. I let a lot of people down in the West Kentucky game. So that's never the goal. But I'm human, and all I can do is just bounce back.
Mason, you just maybe explain this a little bit, but as much fun as it is getting the fans into the game, at any point this year, as Coach Musselman talked to you about toning down the antics with the crowd?
No, he just tells me to have fun. To be honest, I didn't really do that last year. I didn't have antics last year. But when Coach Musk come around and the new coaching staff come around, it just brings another energy and a new vibe to the team. So I feel like when we make a good play and we get our crowd involved, it just turns it up way more. And this year you can see it. Like, Zay made a 3. We turned up. And you can see a new vibe. And then Zay came back and made another 3. You can see Coach Musk do the crowd like this, all the coaches. It's just amazing to see, have a leader like that, We just go off him. We feed off his energy. So if his energy is the good energy, we're going to have good energy. If his energy is bad, then you're going to tell because we lead off him.